What is going on, everybody? I go by the name of Josh Bryant, and you're tuned in to Urban View, your number one home covering the best in hip hop, R&B, and the culture overall. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Really appreciate it. And today, I got another interview for y'all, and I'm sitting down with the one, the only rising R&B star, EJ Ross. What's going on, brother?
How's it going, man?
Man, I'm doing well. It's raining here in Jersey. It's a rainy day, but again, being able to talk to you is definitely an upside, man.
Man, appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Likewise, for sure. And just to get this interview started, I know for a lot of people, you're still a newer artist. You have 3 songs out currently, which we're going to be talking about in this interview. But if you had a chance to talk to those newer fans, how would you describe who EJ Ross is to them?
I would say somebody that cares about the music again, wanting to deliver every time with 100% effort into the music. So, yeah, that's what I would say.
Straight to the point, and I love it. And you talk about delivering with music. First, we have to talk about your connection with music. Being able to study you a little bit from your social media videos and just trying to learn more about you. It seems like you have such a genuine connection with music. So the next question I want to ask you is, what were your earliest memories connecting with music? And how do you think those memories shaped who you are both as a man and as an artist?
Sure. Early on, early on I was playing drums, I'm talking about a young kid, like that was my first instrument I wanted to pick up. I guess just seeing people do it looked cool to me. But quickly after, I switched over to the piano. I had plenty of piano teachers. Like I was classically trained, but also my grandmother classically trained me. So it's kind of all in the family. My dad plays, my uncle plays, grandfather sings, mom sings. Everybody does something. And so I think it naturally just kind of I picked up I picked up wanting to do music in some sort of way. And then, yeah, I don't know, got to high school. I moved from LA to Atlanta, and I kind of didn't have as many friends at my new high school. So I kind of picked the piano back up because I had paused and started playing basketball kind of seriously. But I paused, went to Atlanta, moved, didn't have friends, so I started doing music again. Then quarantine happened, and I had nothing but time, to work on music. And then here I am in college, kind of doing it for real.
That's really dope. And first, I can definitely relate to you. Even for me, I grew up in a family with a lot of people who could sing or play instruments. For me, I could play multiple instruments as well. So being able to fall in love with music, really study it, and being able to learn from artists that you love from the radio, from getting recommendations from your parents and things like that,
Yeah.
it was definitely something I can relate to. And while we're still on this, I definitely have to ask you this, right? If you had to choose 3 essential records from your childhood that you still hold near and dear till this day, what would those records be and why?
Man, what a question, bro. Um, um, man, I'll go. So my uncle has an album called New Orleans, PJ Morton. Oh man, let me see, cause that one comes to mind. I can't think of the songs, man. Let me look for it real quick. I'm sorry. I'll go Hard Enough, PJ Morton. I'll go Motions, PJ Morton. I'll go Alone, PJ Morton.
Okay. Honestly, again, I'm a huge PJ fan.
Okay,
So whatever like PJ Morton music you choose, I was gonna rock with it anyway.
for
So
sure. For
and
sure.
then just a quick thing on that too, because that was something I didn't really know. Because for those who don't know, there's not really a lot about your childhood and your family relations online. But you
Mhm.
just talked about PJ Morton being family to you.
Yeah.
So how has that been to see his growth and kind of apply what he's been doing to your own musical success?
Amazing, man. Super inspiring. Um, I can ask him anything. He'll give me advice, but yeah, just seeing that grow up, seeing that growing up, I guess only inspired me. So, yeah.
I can definitely imagine that because again, PJ is a bad boy.
Yeah.
But again, we got you as well, and you have been killing it for sure. Now, I want to get back to you because one of the things that a lot of singers have is a moment where it clicks. There's a light bulb moment, there's an aha moment where they discover the confidence and they finally are able to share their voice with others. For you, when was that moment when you found your confidence to share your voice with others? And how did you feel when you finally released your first single, You, last year in 2024?
Yeah. No, it's crazy. I um I think that moment happened last year. Like when cause I was always keys, man. That's just what I've been my whole life. I was the guy that plays piano. But I made You. You was pretty much the first song I really sat down and said I wanna make a song and put it out. And then you know, I did so many sessions for that one song, You, re-recording, making sure it was right. Cause I made the song in 2023 and I said I was gonna put it out, but I got all shy, scared, or whatever. So I sat on the song for a year, but all my friends that, had the song, like, they were like, you gotta put it out, you gotta put it out, you gotta put it out. So, and just family and friends, my tight knit circle was like, you gotta do it. So I just trusted them, did it, and then I saw the love on it. So that's what kind of kept me going, and that's kind of been the aha. And also, my dad kind of speaks a lot of confidence into me, and just like, it's always good to have somebody in your corner, just saying like, no, you're not tripping, like you sound great. So that's what I'll say.
Definitely. And again, I know you talked about it earlier again with your family being involved in music, and you just brought it up with your dad and how supportive he was of you. When you were starting this journey in music,
Mhm.
how did it feel to have your family support you, to give you that advice, to give you that listening ear, even to this day, because you still have a long ways to go?
Amazing, because a lot of kids don't have the privilege of that. Music sometimes can be looked down upon of doing music, because it's such a hard industry to get into. But no, it's amazing. My dad's also in the music industry, so he, it's not as outlandish to him, you know, for somebody to do music. So yeah, it was amazing to get the support.
That is awesome to hear. And when you speak about support, after you, this year you did drop another one of my favorite tracks, Superficial. Again, you have an ability to give listeners something soft, something minimalistic, but again, it's something inviting. It creates a dope space. And then from Superficial, you gave a lot of fans the snippet to what will become Blind. It went crazy viral on TikTok, all across social media. You had people clamoring you to drop the song, and you finally did. Can you talk about what Blind means to you, the inspiration behind it, and also your connection working with the talented Jay Versace on that record?
Yeah, first of all, shout out Jay Versace. Um, Blind means so much to me because, I mean, believe it or not, I did it right here in my room, sitting right here in this chair. Jay did the track, sent it over, and it was just me working with friends. Um, I like to call it like in-house music because, we did it I don't know, from the crib, just so like organically and just whatever felt right. I didn't really overthink it. Um, and thank God, I'm kind of finding out early that it's the best to just do what you feel. You know what I mean? And people gravitate towards that. Because I never would have said Blind was gonna do what it did. I never thought that, but I'm glad it did, and it means so much. Yeah, I guess just because of how how what was the word? I don't know. It just means a lot because I did it just like I make every other song that I do. Just in the crib, just doing my thing. Me and my friends. And Jay, thank you so much for the support. Obviously he's a huge factor in how crazy it's going, and we got a lot more coming. A lot.
I was gonna lead in with that as my next question because when a producer and a singer, when they have something, that connection, that lightning in a bottle moment, sometimes it leads to these other crazy collaborations and moments. And you
Yeah.
just kind of gave us a little bit of that. Is it possible that you and Jay Versace have another song on the way? Is there a project? Like, what are the talks are right now between you guys?
It's a lot of music. That's what I'll say. I don't know how it's gonna come. It's a lot of music though. Um, a whole lot of music. You should get a music video soon for Blind, and yeah, it's super fun. You know, Jay doesn't have to work with people, man, but you know he doesn't have to work with certain people. I'm such a small artist, but he's so genuine, so real. It's really about the music to him, so I appreciate that from him. So shout out, big dog.
Definitely salute to Jay Versace. For those who don't know, I did a video where I was spotlighting artists with less than 10 songs in their catalog. I featured EJ, and the thing that really stood out to me, again, even as a smaller artist, you were really making intentional decisions with your songs, right? It wasn't just something where one song is this sound, another song is that sound. You've been really cohesive about giving us something that, again, is soft, is warm, is something that's soulful. And with Blind, it has that little groove to it as well. Because for me, I don't know if anyone else has told you, it sort of leads into the yacht rock era. It's something where you can do like a light groove to it. It's easy to listen to. And the question that I want to ask you is this, right? How important has it been in your journey so far to be so intentional and authentic in the way that you create your music? And how have you been accepting the response from everybody off of those decisions?
Yeah, I'm so grateful for the response that I've gotten from the few songs I've put out. Um, but it's so important to be intentional with what you put out and you know what you're making because if you don't respect yourself in that regard, you know who will, right? Like if I'm not putting in all the thought and effort and time into my stuff, people won't put in the time to listen to my stuff, you know. So it's very important to me. I treat it as if I'm already, you know, a superstar. I want to make sure that everything is of quality, you know.
And again, I think fans everywhere can appreciate your dedication to detail and your ear for music. For me, I love good music. I love music that can make me sit and think and want me to play it over and over again. And your music definitely has that for sure. And I'm excited to see where you go next, man,
Yeah.
because you only have two singles in 2025, one in 2024. For you, what are your expectations moving forward for yourself? And what do you think the future is going to be like for you moving forward with all this momentum you've been building so far?
Man, hopefully we keep going up. Hopefully more and more people love the music. I mean, the goal is for as many people to love it, you know? That's my dream is for people to love the music. So, who knows where it'll go, but I pray people rock with it.
Yes, sir. That is definitely a great answer. And also, too, I don't know if anyone else has seen it online, but you have an upcoming show on June 7th from Sac to the Skyline. Can you talk more about that?
Yeah, my dog Josh P. He's a gospel rapper or Christian rapper. Uh, he just asked me to come out, and I'm like, of course, man. So I'm gonna do a couple songs. You guys should go get tickets from that. For that, it's on my Instagram. But I'm gonna do a couple songs, and then Josh is gonna do a couple songs. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be really fun. This also, I should also add, like, I haven't done that many performances, maybe three. So it's still really early. It should be really cool, you know. I'm still learning the whole craft, so the whole craft of performing, you know. So uh, it should be interesting. Everybody should come out.
You heard the man. Make sure to hit up his IG for tickets to From Sacktown to the Skyline. And again, you talked about it in your answer. You haven't done a lot of performances. So when you do perform and you get in front of the fans and you get in front of the crowd, what is it like to interact with them on a live level and hear so many of them resonate with your songs?
Yeah. I just started, and I think November or December my first performance was, and I was so insanely nervous, but quickly I'm kind of getting the hang of it. Like, you know, my dad encouraged me to just keep jumping in the deep end, you know, so that I can get rid of that fear early on. But it's already working. I'm already growing a passion for getting better at performing. It feels like a new thing to master. So, yeah. And as far as interacting with the songs, I mean, we'll see how that goes. But, you know, I'm still new, so nobody really has like known the songs yet, but hopefully soon they will, you know.
Honestly, look, Blind is one of those records. A lot of people off the snippets and them listening to that, you might got a few people in the crowd singing along to it. So you can't doubt yourself on that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, man.
yeah, but that is all the questions that I have for you. How can people connect with you, follow you, and support you?
I guess Instagram and TikTok, EJ Ross underscore. Some music videos on YouTube, but yeah, I'm still still figuring it all out. But yeah, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube is the spots I'm at right now.
Got you, got you. And also, final thing as well. For you, being so young in the game and seeing where R&B is now, what do you think about where R&B is as a genre, and how do you feel like your music and what you bring as an artist is going to help push R&B forward?
That's dope. Um, there's two sides of it. There's some sides that's kind of regular to me, kind of played out to me, but there's another side that's so fresh to my ears, you know. People like Isaiah Haran or Leon Thomas, you know, or Kamari. I love all three of those guys. Like their music is doing it for me. You know what I mean? And I think if we kind of head more that way and kind of get a little bit more experimental with it, I think it's going to a great place. And I hope to. Oh, and my dog Ryan Douglas. Oh my gosh, one of my good homies. He's also headed towards that right place. Hopefully I can do the same, you know, and not just kind of do what's regular. It's never what I want it to be. So that's what I'll say.
You are definitely on the right path, and I cannot wait to see where you go next. EJ Ross, man, thank you so much for stopping by. I truly appreciate it. Definitely look forward to talking to you again soon, man.
Man, thank you so much.
Well, y'all, thank you so much for watching this interview. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.